Social media family, I hope you're well, I hope you're safe. It is Friday, the 7th of May, 2021, and we are here in beautiful Bisham Abbey. Just been for a run, actually just did a 4-mile run. I wanted to give you some value this morning. I thought about it today as I was on a run, and how fortunate are we to have these social media platforms now to learn from. When I was a professional footballer, I had no social media platforms to learn from except from Twitter. Okay, when YouTube came, there was no Tony Robbins, there was none of these influencers that we could learn from. And so I want to give you some information that if I could have gone back 10 years, this is what I would have learned very, very quickly. One of the fastest things I would have learned, okay? How many of you are stuck? You want to get stuff done. You have the mindset to get it done, but you don't seem to manage to fix those habits, and you go back into your old ways. And we go to an event, we get excited, and we come away and we don't end up doing the actual work. And why? Because we don't have a routine. We don't know how to change habits. Now, there's a couple of things that I want you to take a look at yourself, and then if you understand it, you can figure out how to change those habits. All right? Brushing your teeth. You don't set your alarm to brush your teeth, but you do it every day, or you should. Okay? Drinking fluids. You don't set your alarm to drink fluids, but we drink them every day because we know we need to. Eating food. We don't really, some of us may, but we don't really set our alarm to eat food. Why? Because we know that we need to eat. And lastly, sleep. Depending on the amount of sleep you want to have, it's irrelevant. We have to have sleep at some point. People need sleep. So therefore, these things, some people put an alarm, some people don't. The majority of us have an alarm because we have to get up, all right? So these are certain things that we have trained our brain and our bodies to do on a daily basis without having to set our alarm. So that's proof that you can do it, okay? It's proof. Now, how do you manage to do it? Well, I wanted to share with you what I've done to change my habits that now are just my daily routine. I don't need the alarm for them. And majority of it was planning the night before, okay? Number one, diet. I go on about diet, and many people that are overweight get offended because I was talking about diet again. Look, that's just because you feel insecure about it, okay? You can fix it. I'm not saying that disrespectfully, I'm saying you can fix it. You just have to do something about it. Now, with regards to diet, why do I talk about diet? Because diet influences how you feel, okay, and how you look. It does. And if you feel crap and you look crap, then you're not going to be motivated to do stuff, and you're not going to be very confident, okay? It makes sense, right? So what I do the night before I go to bed is that I make sure that I don't eat dinner, or I try not. There's exceptions, obviously, but I try not to eat dinner after 7 p.m. or 7:30 p.m. every night. That's the first thing. So now I go to bed near enough on an emptier stomach. Secondly, I try not to eat the wrong food. So if you eat sugary stuff, if you drink beer, if you drink wine, you can't get it out of your system. You're going to feel like crap the next morning. You're not going to feel great, okay? So this is the first thing. Can you do that? Yes, you can. It's just discipline, all right? The next thing that I do is that I get the top 5 things I need to get done the next day. I write them on a bit of paper and I have them by my desk. I do that the night before. And then the last thing that I do is that I go and get the audio book that I'm going to listen to in the morning, and I get it ready so that I'm excited and I know what to do. How many of you have woken up in the morning, you have intentions to read a book or listen to an audio or the clothes you want to wear, but you can't figure out what to wear or what to listen to because you're not prepared the night before? So I have this ready. I get excited about it. I only do 30 to 45 minutes, and then I go to bed and I set my alarm. Now, majority of the time, unless I've been very, very tired the night before and doing a lot, I normally wake up before my alarm anyway. Okay, so I set my alarm, and I set my alarm an hour earlier than what I'd normally do, or maybe even 2 hours earlier. And now I'm actually excited about getting up. I feel good when I wake up. I don't feel lethargic. I don't feel like I've had the crappy food and the hazy thoughts, the foggy brain. And I go downstairs, I have a glass of water, I have a shot of coffee, and I listen to my audio. And then straight after that, I put my trainers on. I have my gym clothes. That's something else I missed out. I have my gym clothes ready so I don't wake up the family, and I put them on and I get out the door, okay? And that is it. And so now I'm going out, and I've just done a 4-mile run. I'm catching up with some of my best times I've ever made, and I feel great. But the funniest thing is that I haven't eaten yet. It's around 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'll go home now. I'll have my 2 turmeric pills and my vitamin D, and I'll also have a large handful of blueberries. And then at around 10:30, 11 o'clock, I will then, check this guy, at around 10:30, 11 o'clock, I will have my vegan protein shake. And then once I've had my vegan protein shake, I'm ready to rumble, okay? So I haven't eaten since 7:30. Actually, yes, last night was 6:30. I haven't eaten since 6:30 yesterday until around 10:30, 11 today. And that's around what, 14, 15 hours of fasted cardio that I've done. And this has been my routine on how I feel amazing. I'm gonna go home, get showered, and then I'm going to the desk and gonna start working on the 5 things I need to do. Social media posts, catching up with people that need me to speak to them, working out different presentation slides, getting all ready, and I've got all my calls ready for later on today. So I wanted to put this video out there for you guys because this is something that sounds so simple, but yet we don't do it, but everybody can do it. And this had a huge impact on the discipline and the routine and the habits that started to change for me. And with that, I started to feel good. With that, I started to look good. With that, I started to gain more confidence. And it's funny how the universe changes for you and you start to see the success that you want from the discipline you put in. Check out this. So guys, I hope this added value. If it did, please put a comment below, because I love giving out this value, but I'd love to see how it's impacting you. If this has impacted you or you're willing to make that change, go and do it. Understand that if you set a goal, that in the last week, the last 7 days, you didn't do anything, and you set a goal this week, maybe to do 4 or 5 days, maybe even 7 days, and you only do 1, don't look at that as failure. That's progress. The week before you did none. Hope that makes sense. Sending love to you all. See you soon. Have a fantastic weekend. May is a big month. Boom.